Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sports Talk Network channel, and welcome to Steve's show, Talking Packers with Steve. Hold on a second. Hope you all are doing well. Hope your day is going well. Welcome here to the show. Yes, I'm doing this in the afternoon. It is Halloween, so happy Halloween to everybody, and happy first birthday to my nephew, Caden, who turns one on this day as well. A holiday baby, a Halloween baby. So, my nephew, Caden, turning one. It's Halloween. I got all the candy here set up for trick-or-treaters coming to my neighborhood. Hope to see you there if you live here in central Wisconsin. But anyways, talking about football, and I'll give my midseason grades here first. How the playoffs would look like if the season ended now, and then my predictions with if season ended now, and then just reiterate what I have with my Super Bowl, my original pick, which will stay as my main pick. Like what I'm doing here today is just for if the playoffs were as constituted right now, if the season ended now. But my prediction that you can hold against me, or maybe I'll be right, either way, either side of things, you can bring back to me when we get to the Super Bowl. And if the Patriots or Packers are in the Super Bowl, then we'll have words about that then. Because that is my official Super Bowl pick. But let's give out grades here, and we'll start off as I'm looking here at the divisions in my grades. The AFC East, the 6-2 Patriots, I give them a grade of A-. Miami Dolphins, I give them a B-. The New York Jets, or Miami Dolphins, 4-4, I give them a B- grade. The New York Football Jets at 3-5, I give them a C+. And the Bills at 2-6, I give them a C+ as well. The AFC North, the Pittsburgh Steelers at 4-2-1, I give them a B-. The Cincinnati Bengals, B- at 5-3. The Baltimore Ravens at 4-4, give them a C+. And the Cleveland Browns at 2-5-1, give them a C-. The AFC South, the Houston Texans at 5-3, I give them an A-. Tennessee Titans at 3-4 gets a C+. The Jacksonville Jaguars at 3-5 get a C+. And the Indianapolis Colts at 3-5 get a C-. The AFC West, Kansas City Chiefs at 7-1 get an A-. Los Angeles Chargers at 5-2 get an A-. The Denver Broncos at 3-5 and get a B-. The Oakland Raiders at 1-6 get a C+. For me, grading there for those. Then the NFC side of things, the NFC East, the Washington team at 5-2 get an A-. Philadelphia Eagles at 4-4 get a B+. Dallas Cowboys at 3-4 get a B-. And the New York Giants at 1-7 get a C-. The NFC North, the Chicago Bears at 4-3 get an A-. Minnesota Vikings at 4-3-1 also get an A-. The Green Bay Packers at 3-3-1, my team I cheer for. The 13-time world champion Green Bay Packers at 3-3-1, I give them a B+. Detroit Lions at 3-4 get a B-. NFC South, New Orleans Saints at 6-1 and get an A-. Carolina Panthers at 5-2 get an A-. Atlanta Falcons at 3-4 and get a C+. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 3-4 get a C-. And last but not least, the NFC West, Los Angeles Rams at 8-0 get an A+. Seattle Seahawks at 4-3 and get a B-. Arizona Cardinals at 2-6 get a C+. And the San Francisco 49ers at 1-7 a C-. And those were for the grades for all 32. And if the playoffs started now, on the AFC side, number 1 would be the 7-1 Chiefs. Number 2, New England Patriots at 6-2. 3 seed would be the Pittsburgh Steelers at 4-2-1. 4th seed would be the Houston Texans at 5-3. 5th seed would be the Los Angeles Chargers at 5-2. And the 6th seed, the team would be the 6th seed if the season ended now here at the halfway point. And we head into the playoffs right now. The final playoff spot is taken by the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 5-3, would be the 8th seed. Now over to the NFC side. Number 1 seed, the 8-0 Los Angeles Rams. Number 2 seed, New Orleans Saints, who are 6-1. The 3 seed, Washington team, 5-2. The 4 seed, the Chicago Bears, at 4-3. The 5 seed, Carolina Panthers, at 5-2. And who would get the final seed if the playoffs ended right now for the NFC side heading into the playoffs? If the season ended now here at the halfway point, That sixth and final playoff spot goes to the Seattle Seahawks at 4-3. Team that's looking out. The two teams looking out are the Vikings and the Eagles. Are two looking out from there, and then the Packers, Falcons, Buccaneers, Cowboys, Lions, Cardinals, 49ers, and Giants, respectively. Watching from there. Then on the AFC side, after we had the Bengals, the teams there, just out of the woods, or not out of the woods, but outside looking in as of right now. If the season ended, the Ravens would have just missed the playoffs, and so would the Dolphins. Baltimore Ravens at 4-4, Miami Dolphins 4-4. Then behind them, in order here, at this point, best to last, I guess you can say, Tennessee Titans, Jacksonville Jaguars, New York Jets, Indianapolis Colts, Denver Broncos, Cleveland Browns, Buffalo Bills, and then the Oakland Raiders. So there you go for the playoff picture. So if that's the case, on the AFC side with our 6 teams, top 6 there, we would have Houston facing against LA, Steelers welcoming the Bengals. You'd have that rivalry continuing the playoffs, just technically what happened last year as well. So I'd probably have Houston defeat LA, defeat the Chargers, Pittsburgh over Cincinnati, so neither wildcard team wins. So then you have the main 4. So you have the Chiefs against the Texans, the Patriots against the Steelers. I have Patriots over Steelers, Chiefs over Texans, Chiefs against the Patriots, and I have Patriots over the Chiefs. So here, even if the season ended now, I still have the Patriots defeating the Chiefs and representing the AFC. Now, unlike the AFC, where my original Super Bowl pick is in the playoffs if season ended today, so I could put them in the Super Bowl, though I do say they would have earned it in my eyes. On the NFC side, the Packers don't make the playoffs if the season ended today. So I have to pick someone else who would represent the NFC. Well, our matchups would be the Chicago Bears against the Panthers, Chicago at home, of course. Washington team hosting against hosting against Seattle. I would say Washington and Chicago win their game. So again, just like the AFC, I have the main 4 getting in there. So that would be the LA Rams versus the Bears. Then you have the Saints against the Washington team. I probably have the Saints and Rams getting the wins there. So you have 1 and 2 again, just like the AFC. If playoffs ended today, that's how Steve sees it. And I have the Rams defeating the Saints. So I would have the Rams versus Patriots. In the Super Bowl, if I have the Rams versus the Patriots in the Super Bowl, I would actually have the Rams get the win, NFC getting the win. You got to represent if you're in the same conference as the Packers. So the Rams getting the win and becoming Super Bowl champions here in my fictitious NFL world if it did end, the season ended today, and the playoffs start this weekend. But that's not the case. Obviously, Week 9 continues the season here this weekend. But I just wanted to share my midseason grades and share how I feel about all of it overall. I could have went a little bit more deeper in that. I mean, I also have my breaking news videos that you guys can check out, guys, gals, men, and women can check out of the breaking news with the Cleveland Browns firing their head coach and offensive coordinator. Get my thoughts on that. Also get my thoughts, and I'm actually wearing my Packer jersey and hat in that video, not now, but in that video, looking cool or not. I don't know. Looking cool, looking neat. I don't really care. Either way, I actually felt more confident when I was wearing that stuff, just like as I do when I'm regularly dressed up in my Sunday best. I was actually just listening to a song I do have on my channel, me singing part of it. That Suits song from How I Met Your Mother. I do feel more confident when I'm dressed up. That's just me with my battling anxiety and all those stuff, and there's just a hot woman on TV. So I wonder who that actress is from that TV show, Reba, the daughter. Might have seen her Playboy. But anyway, let's go over what happened in Week 8. We had the Houston Texans, the 5-3 now Texans, the 5-3 Texans defeating the 4-4 Dolphins, 42-23 and Thursday night. Then on Sunday, in London we had the 4-4 Eagles defeat the 3-5 Jaguars, 24-18. With the Texan game, Deshaun Watson 5 passing touchdowns, tying a career high, and only 4 incompletions in that game. For the Eagles-Jaguars game in London, Carson Wentz 115-plus passer rating in 4 straight games, being the headline from there. Next up, we have the 4-4 Ravens falling to the 5-2 Panthers, 36-21. Cam Newton, 2+ passing touchdowns in 6 straight games. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes while I'm reading this. So, if only I typed it up, it would actually look like I am looking at the audience. We have the 4-3 Bears defeating the 3-5 Jets, 24-10. Tariq Cohen, 6 touchdowns, 110 scrimmage yards. 6 touches, 110 scrimmage yards, 1 touchdown. Sorry, I missaid that one. The Bengals and the Buccaneers in a crazy epic battle. The 3-4 Buccaneers losing to the 5-3 Bengals, 37-34. Joe Mixon, 24 touches, 138 scrimmage yards, and 2 touchdowns. There for that running back of the Cincinnati Bengals. The 4-3 Seahawks defeat the 3-4 Detroit Lions in Detroit, 28-14. Seahawks 150+ rushing yards in 4 straight games. The 3-5 Broncos fall to the 7-1 Chiefs, 30-23. And Chiefs now have won 7 straight games against the Broncos specifically, their divisional rival. Washington team defeating the Giants on the road, the 5-2 Washington team defeating the 1-7 Giants, 20-13 on the road. Washington is their 5-2 start being their best since the grand year of 2008. For that, the 2-5-1 Cleveland Browns, who now have fired their head coach and offensive coordinator after the said game, fell to the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 4-2-1 themselves, 33-18. They tied them in week 1, now get crushed by them in week 8. James Conner, 2+ rushing touchdowns in 3 straight games. First running back in Steelers history to do so, meaning not even a Le'Veon Bell or Jerome Bettis did that. Yes, and all the other great running backs for the Steelers. Conner was the one that did that there on Monday night, in that game. Teams on a bye with the Falcons, Chargers, Cowboys, and the Titans. I think they're missing some games here. Trying to think of what other games were on Week 8. Let me see here. NFL week. I mean, usually I'm good with the NFL app here, but they kind of missed some games. I don't remember the Browns and Steelers being Monday Night Football. So, oh yeah, we had the Colts defeating the Raiders 42-28. We had the Arizona Cardinals defeating the San Francisco 49ers 18-15. The Rams defeating the Packers. Hello, that game. Like I said, I had the breaking news about the Packers making some moves here at the trade deadline, which coincides with the midseason trade. Midseason trade deadline, right, being on that line there. Rams defeating the Packers 29-27. We could have had it, but we didn't. Then the Sunday Night Football game was the Saints and the Vikings, the rematch from the playoffs last year with the Minneapolis Miracle. Saints defeating the Vikings 30-20 in a pretty dang good game. I was using myself. Now, the Monday Night Football game wasn't that great, but it was a game to be played. The New England Patriots defeated the Buffalo Bills 25-6. So those are the games. I think they forgot to put the afternoon games on the NFL app. So Bubber's in charge of that. Please get on that. Not because I said so, but I'm sure others are saying so. But either way, that is what happened in week number 8. And let's move on now to week number 9 and predict here. First off, for Thursday Night Football, we have the 1-6 Raiders going up against the 1-7 49ers, just like last week with the Cardinals. Cardinals and 49ers battling for the bottom of trying to not be the bottom of that division in that battle. Here we have 2 1-win teams trying to get to 2 in this battle. Raiders, 49ers. I'm going to go the 49ers over the Raiders 24-13. Then on Sunday, we got the Ravens against the Steelers. I got the Ravens over Steelers, 35-23. Bears against the Bills in Buffalo. I got Chicago over Buffalo, 35-13. Buccaneers and Panthers. Panthers getting the win over Tampa Bay, but in a close game, 23-20. Because, hey, Fitzmagic is back. Chiefs against the Browns in Cleveland. Kansas City steamrolling the Browns 38-10. Sorry, 38-10. Yeah, the final there. Jets against the Dolphins in Miami. I got the Dolphins kind of bouncing back, getting a win, being above 500 with the win, as they're at 500 right now at 4-4. Dolphins over the Jets 27-23. Lions against the Vikings for the battle of the division, trying to get up there. The Packers kind of bumbling and stumbling. Vikings over the Lions 23-10. Falcons at Washington. Here in this battle, I have Washington getting the win at home. Maybe Clinton Dix even gets a couple interceptions, maybe even a pick 6 for his first game with Washington playing at home for that team. So I'm going to have Washington over Atlanta 35-23. Texans Broncos in Denver. I have Houston over Denver, continuing Houston's winning streak after starting 0-3. Continuing the 6-game winning streak. Houston over Denver 35-28. LA Chargers against the Seahawks in Seattle. I have the Chargers getting the win on the road in this big battle. I have the Chargers getting the win 35-23. Rams Saints in New Orleans. I got the Rams getting the win over New Orleans 26-23. They're just surviving. Then the Sunday Night Football game, Packers Patriots. Patriots getting the win over the Packers 27-16. Then Monday Night Football, for some reason they have the Titans on Monday Night Football. Anyways, Titans, Cowboys, both teams under 500, yet it's supposed to be the game of the week. Yeah, I don't think so. This game right here is my game of the week. Rams, Saints right here. Good other matchups that could have been game of the week, and I'm sure are to others. To include fellow Packer fans saying the game of the week being with the Packers. But me hosting this podcast, trying to be with journalistic integrity, not picking the Packer game every single week is the game of the week. I might do it once per year, maybe. But right now, Rams, Saints, and I have the Rams getting the win. Happy Halloween, New Orleans, and happy Halloween to the LA Rams, because you are going to be defeating the Saints and continuing your winning ways. But anyways, Titans against the Cowboys, I will have Dallas over Tennessee just because, begrudgingly, for reasons. Dallas over Tennessee, 16-9 final there. That is pretty much it. But I do thank you all for stopping by. Definitely, always appreciate that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it was a little bit rushed or quick because I do have a lot of things going on today with still preparing for Halloween and nephew's birthday and all that stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this and hope you guys enjoyed all of this. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day, your evening. I'll be back here in my next video. Subscribe, ring the bell, comment, all the other stuff. Smash the like button. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the weather in your area. And above all else, as always, take care.